Test 1 2, testing 1 2. All right. Looks like everything is running good. Ooh. Don't do. All right, we're gonna be going live here at the top of the hour. Cheers! Thanks for tuning in. Could go good, could go bad. It's been a while. I'm here. Just checking the stream, making sure, let it run for a minute, make sure everything's all right, let it stabilize and do its thing. A lot of craziness in the world today, if you're keeping up with the news. Crazy. Big news day. All right, it's telling us that the stream health is excellent, so good. All right. That timer's way off. Starting in less than a minute. I just turned that off. Not that. And there we are. Hey, good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space itself. Kinneas again. Now, this could go good, or this could go bad. It's been a while since I've blown one of the biggins. So we're doing San Francisco to LA. Not that long of a flight, but I mean, it's California. It's huge. Huge. 17,000 credits for this. It says it's a 45-minute flight. Might as well get to it. So it's a VIP charter service that popped up on the missions today. A gold diamond.
Good morning. So, we're flying to Los Angeles. Amazing place.
Good morning, team. So today we're taking Madame Sederoff to Los Angeles. Great, she's close to one of our top clients who booked the flight for her. I'm counting on you to make this flight a great experience. Have a nice flight.
Okay. So normally, when you're on the ground here, you can do some cool things. You can,
Set to board passengers captain. Waiting for your word.
I guess we're going to do it.
San Francisco ground. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Could you please get the passengers on board? Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. The jetway is going to be connected. San Francisco ground. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Could you please send the baggage? Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Baggage is on the way.
It's San Francisco. That guy's going to need some sunscreen for his head.
Boarding is now closed, Captain.
San Francisco ground. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Could you please send a catering truck? Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. The catering truck is on the road.
They've got quite a bit of luggage. Can't go anywhere without our Starbucks and bottled water. I need my coffee. I like the scissor lift on this truck. Pretty cool. And that's how they load in all of our goodies.
San Francisco ground. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810 ready to copy IFR clearance to Los Angeles. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810 is cleared to Los Angeles Airport via the GPP-7 departure. Oscar Sierra India transition. Runway 1 right. Climb via SID. Maintain flight level 270. Departure frequency is 119.475. Squawk tree 115.
3115.
Cleared to Los
Luggage
Angeles
loading
by the
operation
GPP-7 departure. Oscar Sierra India transition. Runway 1 right. Climb via SID. Maintain flight level 270. Departure frequency is 119.475. Squawk tree 115. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
Flight level 270.
Whiskey 5810. Read back correct. Contact ground on 124.25. Good day.
124.425.
Currently at 50% fuel capacity, Captain. San Francisco ground. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810 requesting pushback. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Pushback request accepted.
I'm surprised they don't have cameras in these things. Like, you're just supposed to know how far they can push you back.
Hi, Captain. Tow bar in place. You are cleared to start engines.
So it looks like they're handling the pushback. That's nice, actually. They're handling it all. So we don't have to tell them when to stop. Well, that's very nice.
San Francisco ground, Kin Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810, with Whiskey, ready to taxi, IFR. Kin Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810, taxi to and hold short runway, 1 right via taxiway, Alpha, Hotel Bravo Mike Cross runway, 1 left Mike. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready.
20.5.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 1 right using taxiway Alpha Hotel Bravo Mike Cross runway 1 left Mike. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. On the auto throttle. Okay, so we're going to take off. Then we need to come back around. Turn 45 degrees. If I remember right, the Boeing doesn't automatically just like latch on to your autopilot. You've got to like get on the vector or get like within 500 feet of the vector for it to engage. Sounds like it's still winding up. Now, for those of you that are like, man, is it really this simple? Well, yeah, if you just want to make it simple. If you want complex, you want to go through all the startup, switch everything on, do everything by the book, realism. You can. Absolutely. You absolutely can. All the checklists are available in the EFB. And you can do it all. It depends on what you want, right? I'm just here to have a good time, try to get back into the swing of things with these aircraft. There are some days that I do hardcore practice, and then I'll go through and just follow checklists and really try to practice. I mean, real world stuff. But this is casual, and again, I haven't flown for a while, so I'm going to keep it casual. Looks like we've got a little bit of rudder drift going on. See that? I'm applying some right rudder here to keep us centered, but every couple of seconds you see that we've got this little bit of instability where it's like doing a left rudder. See if it seems all right now, but there it goes. You see that? It's a push to the left. My joystick's getting old. I need a new joystick. See that one? Not good. I know with the helicopter, I've been fine-tuning it. It's been a while since we've been in an airliner, so let me go quickly over to the controls. We'll look at the dead zone area. Should be plenty, though. I don't see why. Getting some phantom pull. Huh. Don't know.
Ladies and gents, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. You know the drill. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. Please fasten your seatbelt. If you're positioned near an emergency exit, read carefully the special instructions card located by your seat. Smoking is banned during this flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you, and we'll do our best to make this a wonderful flight.
Now that's what I have to say. But then I'll come back on and say, you know what? This is a VIP flight. You're the VIP. I don't care. I don't care what you do. If you want to smoke, you want to drink, you want to do whatever, run around, be a fool. You do whatever you want. You're the VIP. Don't let me just try to fly this thing and you do whatever you want back there. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. And I'll try to get you to LAX safely. So yeah, another big news day today. I don't really want to get into anything, and I definitely don't want to be political. But a lot of stuff going on in the world today, like Davos. Some of the people there I like, some of the people there I just do not like. You know, when you're really big in the world, it's like, you know, you kind of have to be there. But for the most part, to me, it's been like a, you know, like the League of Supervillains over the years, and those people are just really strange. And I don't like, ultimately, I love business and I love capitalism and I love trade and I love this and that and this. I don't like unelected people with a lot of money trying to decide the fate of the world for everybody else, or imposing their wills when they're such strange people. So literally foreign people imposing really foreign ideas onto others. Don't like it, sir. No, sir. Very happy that Archer's out there making deals. Good for them. Joby's supposedly there. Good for them. But again, you know, please don't become them. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. I hope that people over at Archer, you know, don't succumb to that. They're playing with some really big people. They're playing with big people. And, you know, it seems almost inevitable that it is going to happen. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And we stopped it, hold short. we're not getting our radio. We should be getting a radio prompt to ask for takeoff permission. Hope you're having a great day just the same. It's a weird world, man. Or madam. It's a weird world. Hello to all my friends on, well, you know, our acquaintances. Hello to all of my acquaintances on Twitter. And hopefully someday friends. That's more honest about the situation. If I've been following you for more than a year or two, I consider you a friend. And we've never met. Ultimately, just Twitter acquaintances. But cheers to you. Let me grab my coffee while we're waiting for the computer to figure out what it's going to do. I don't want to enter the taxiway. I don't enter the runway without clearance, and we're right here where we should be. Hello to Bob, and hello to Benny, and hello to Hustle Brothers. Hello to Liam and Dylan. And hello to eVTOL Buzz and Archer Defense. And Lewis Archer and all the Archer community and Archer headquarters, all the, you know, Mr. Goldstein and all his people and all Joby people. So it says we're still a little bit short. Okay, so let me just pull up a bit. That's silly. See, underneath me it says we're right on top of it when I'm out. So that's the thing. See, out here it says we're still 2 nautical miles away from it. That's not right. Let's just ease up, move up a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's what we need to have happen.
Kim Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, altimeter 2992, cleared for takeoff runway 1 right.
Altimeter 2992. Don't need to change anything.
Takeoff runway 1 right. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Good morning to all passengers. Welcome on board this flight to Los Angeles. My name is Emily Bryant, your in-flight service manager. I'm here to ensure you have an enjoyable flight to Los Angeles. Please fasten your seatbelt, and remember this is a non-smoking flight. From our captain and crew, it's our pleasure to assist you. So if there is anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, just let us know. You'll find a safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you.
Going on with my throttle. It's like we're in reverse. Going on with the throttle. Like it got put into reverse thrust there for a minute. Always something. All right, let me just pause here a moment, double check everything. What I'm going to need set here. Auto throttle's armed. $27,000 feet set. You need to stay under 250. Turn on VNav and can't turn on LNav yet. I'll set vertical speed, see if that takes. No? Won't let me put anything. Probably needs the autopilot on. Alright, well, cross your fingers. Here we go. So, no, we need to go the south. 36. Yeah, we need to take off. Once we take off, we need to turn around and go back the opposite direction to catch it. 100. 20. 30. 30. Rotate. Whoa. Well, that went bad. Somehow or another, it didn't rotate. That's just freaking lovely. Great way to get back to it. Oh my goodness. How embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Why am I getting this,
Welcome on board this flight to Los Angeles.
that warning?
Emily Bryant, your in-flight service manager.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Sure you have an enjoyable flight to Los Angeles. Please fasten your seatbelt. And remember,
I'm mortified.
non-smoking flight. From our captain and crew, it's our pleasure to assist you. So if there is anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, just let us know. You'll find a safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you.
Mortified. Gotta be going this way. Really? This doesn't look right either. So it wants us to taxi and go do a U-turn? The rudder's being really stiff. It wouldn't rotate, so I'm really not sure what happened there. .737 Max. So we're on the right profile. I'm trying to make excuses. Oh, how embarrassing. Come on, you turn. All right, try it again. Let's see what happens this time. Shouldn't need any flaps, but put some more in just in case. 70. Oh, it blew out. No, it's got my... There's 120. There's 140. Okay. Well, that's fine. We rotated just fine there. Landing gear up.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, contact Oakland Center on 119.475. Good day.
119.475. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Oakland Center, Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810 is passing 1100 climbing flight level 270. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Oakland Center, altimeter 29902. Radar contact, continue.
Golden Gate Bridge. Then we're going to have to turn around. All right. Wow. All right. So let's see if it'll engage. Or again, we have to be within 500 feet of the vector. Looks like it's doing it. What are you doing? In one, so it's climbing. By level change. No. No. So something to do with the Boeing that it...
Whiskey 5810, contact Oakland Center on 127.8. Good day.
So something with the Boeing, I don't really know. I'll have to read up more on it, but...
127.8 for Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Oakland Center, Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810 is at 2,900 climbing flight level 270. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, Oakland Center, altimeter 29902, radar contact, continue.
Man, I don't remember how to go up and down here. Da, 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 da. OSI, execute. OSI, execute. Didn't work. All right, well, let's
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Please expedite your climb flight level 270.
right.
Captain, we're over safe speed limits. We should adjust ASAP.
Let me turn off the, let's see here. Forgot how to do a manual heading. Heading select, let's go 180.
Captain, we should slow down below 250 knots until we have passed 10,000 feet.
I agree with you there, son. Why auto throttle isn't holding us? Usually with Airbus, you have to put it into a detent. With these, you don't. How do we make it slow down? And it's not even giving me a speed. There's 250, 249, 246. Speed intervention. Okay, so this is 180. 125. Yeah, it's been months since I've flown one of these. So, again, please bear with me. Grab my coffee. Cheers. Here's for your health, well-being, and prosperity. All right, so we're flying from San Francisco to LA.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, contact Oakland Center on 119.475. Good day. 119.475. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Oakland Center, Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810 is passing 15,100 climbing flight level 270. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, Oakland Center, altimeter 2992, radar contact. Continue to Oscar Sierra, India.
All right, we're on track now. There's OSI. So it should... Oh. Okay. See if it'll do its thing. I'm not gonna have put it back on. That should be cleared. How do you clear? Clear. That's when we're at. Actually, we're F gone now. All right. So it looks like we're on track. OSI, F-Gon, Jebno. $17 miles to OSI. Let's try to expedite, see if I can get the... Interesting. Why does it want to mess with the barrel? See if I can get a vertical speed now. There we go. So hang on back there. We're going to nose up a little bit. Not much. Just try to expedite the climb a tiny bit. That's usually safe where you don't feel it too much. 2,500 feet per minute. That's what they say anyway. See if it's going to move on to Afghan. Okay, so we hit OSI. No, it says 3.7 still. Alright, we'll check that in a moment. All right, so we're heading to LA, and Hawthorne Airport is there in LA, pretty much just right across the street from LAX. And that's basically the new home of Archer Aviation. And they're the talk of the town. Archer Aviation, Joby Aviation, a couple others are all the talk of the town right now for eVTOL aircraft. New airspace is coming, urban air mobility. It's the big thing. I've never been an investor before, but after spending so much time in the simulator trying to learn how to fly everything else, once I saw the Joby and the Archer and started flying those, I'm like, this is flying. This is, to me, that's the best type of flying. Simple, safe, not 1,000 controls to deal with. I love it. And so I would love to, and am now very small. I'm peanuts. I'm poor always. But I am invested now in Archer and Joby. But again, just small, small time.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810 contact center on 127.45. Good day. 127.45 for Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
Good. All right, we're on path. It's moving on. Doing things correctly.
Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Flight level 270.
Holding at 270.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5.
Okay, we're in cruise.
Good morning to all passengers from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of Radiant Airways on this flight RAW 5810 to Los Angeles. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 24,000 feet and at an airspeed of 300 knots. It's 11:26 a.m. We are expecting to land in Los Angeles approximately at 12:26 p.m. local time, with a ground temperature of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. Flight team will be coming around soon to offer you a light snack and beverage, and the in-flight movie will begin shortly afterward. I'll probably talk to you again before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
So one of the things I did is I did modify the flight plan a tiny bit. Okay, I added 1 point in here, and I changed the approach a little bit. But normally the problem I've been having is I'm not professional enough to know the system's fully enough to do a deceleration and a descent that isn't just so steep and crazy. It's always like I never seem to get down to the height I want without just throwing the nose way down, and it just doesn't seem realistic. So I just added one VOR point in here. So from XL, instead of going straight to FIM, I added the VOR RZS. So this is where we begin our descent, okay? So we're going to be descending. Here's XL. From 39,000 feet to... Where's FIM? They want us down to 10,800 feet. So I want to make sure that I give us enough time to come down from 30 all the way to 10. So I added that point. Hopefully that gives a little bit more. So from FIM, we got to come down from 10 to 6 by the time we hit Walker. 5,600 at KLAX. 2,600 at Feckle. Turka, and then runway 7. What I need to do is make sure our frequency is set up right here. Here's the chart, the arrival chart for the runway. Turka is our ILS point. And the frequency is 1111. 1111. Okay. All right, everything seems fine. When was the last time you were on an airplane? It's been a while for me, a couple of years now. Time goes so fast. For a while there, it was like, well, I could say 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, a couple of months. Now it's like, man, time just has flown. There aren't any more. Are you investing in Archer or Joby? Or if not, any other eVTOL companies excite you, like Beta, Hover, Vertical Aerospace, Horizon? Boy, that Horizon aircraft, their version of the eVTOL with the in-wing, that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. The Cavorite? What an interesting name. So that's neat. Other companies that are tied to Archer and Joby, well, NVIDIA is the cool one. They're going to be introducing the IGX Thor on Archer and Joby, and if you don't know what that is, it's an advanced, well, they call it the robot brain. It's an advanced AI that is going to be helping cars and planes and other things navigate around. And one of the neat things about it for me that people don't talk about, but you know, I'm a geek. So the thing I glom onto and I catch onto is it's a conversational AI. Meaning you can talk to it. So like, it can do this and it can do that and it can do this and it can do that. And I'm just over here going, you can talk to it. Woohoo! Like Kit from Knight Rider. Michael, it's not the proper way to make a descent into LAX. I don't care. Do it anyway. That's going to be great. And if you've ever tried to do this stuff by the book and flight plan things and...
To all passengers, we will start the meal service in a few moments. Please take your seat and enjoy your meal.
I was sick yesterday. My stomach still is not right. Maybe have some crackers or something, and that's about it. Ugh. Oh, some other companies that, other than NVIDIA, Palantir, they've been in the news a lot lately. Whoa.
Could I borrow the Los Angeles guide you had earlier at the airport?
Sure.
We shouldn't be able to hear them. Okay. Anduril and Palantir. Two Tolkien named companies. Both defense. And,
We have a few options, but may I recommend this guide published by Radiant Airways for our guests? It's excellent.
That's it. Thanks for your help.
jeez, she's so shrill. 1269. This is where you change it.
Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Did you copy?
Yeah. Going over to 1269. What happened there? Come on.
126.9er for Kin Romeo
Changed it.
Alpha Whiskey
Oh, I see.
5810.
There it is. 1269.
Center. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Flight level 270.
We don't need the landing lights
Kin
on.
Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, Oakland Center. Radar contact. Continue to Jeb now.
Jebno? Jebno. We have a discontinuity. Well, we'll get to that when we get to it, I guess. Anytime you got these, like, boxes with nothing there, usually you can just clear it. That's usually an Airbus. Each plane is a little bit different in their main computer. It's not very standardized across all airlines. Thank you to the people that have been outreaching to me, trying to help me learn a little bit about investing. Really appreciate it. I used to play public domain movies, you know, for your in-flight movie. But even though they're public domain, there's just always something about YouTube's algorithm. It tries to flag everything as copyright, no matter what. And so, you know, try to make these as entertaining as possible. Any type of music that I get, it's been... whether it's licensed or not, always ends up being a problem. YouTube creator music works most of the time, but then they'll just suddenly change terms, and then that's a problem. And so I have tried over the years to make these really, really fun. Man's always stopping you somehow. Let me open up Twitter, see what the latest headlines are. See if anything pops up that's not too controversial. People are being evacuated from the main venue at the World Economic Forum after an odor caused people to start coughing. Protect President Trump at all costs. Son of a gun. That was 47 minutes ago. Hopefully somebody just had a wicked case of gas. That's all it is. Somebody says the stench in Davos is the physical manifestation of the moral rot consuming the globalist elite. These technocratic tyrants are panicked because Trump walked into their temple of subversion and refused to kneel. Democrats and their WEF handlers are capable of any treachery. Now, I'm sorry to say, but I do believe that. That is the smell of elite hypocrisy finally hitting the fan, says Salt Disney. Hope everyone's safe and just false alarm. Right. I hope it's just, again, somebody's got a wicked bad case of gas. Just shat themselves or something. Because of what's going on in Iran, they've been making threats.
0 contact center on 128.7. Good day. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Acknowledge last transmission.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was monitoring Davos.
128.7 for Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Center, Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Flight level 270.
Goat Gain says Horizon Aircraft hover.
5810. Center. Radar contact. Continue to Jebno.
Thank you much. Continuing to Jebno. Goat Gain says Horizon Aircraft hover's been absolutely killing it this year. Can't wait to see full-scale Cavalry X7. New Horizon Aircraft Limited. Currently, the stock price is at $2.44. This company's going to be big. They've got that in-wing design. Way different from everybody else. I think they're going to win hearts and minds just aesthetically. But I can't give you any financial advice. I'm new to investing, but at $2.44 right now, that seems like an absolute good time to get in. Silver and gold flash crash. They're manipulating the price of silver and gold. The big banks are about to get liquidated out of their shorts and they're coordinating a dump. Someone will go to jail for this, says Shibo. Archer, the big dogs are in. BlackRock increased its stake in Archer Aviation by 16.77%. Q4 2005. Boy, but BlackRock, again, it's like, man, to me, all these like
Alpha Whiskey 5810 contact lost. Angeles Center on 124.15. Good day.
Going to 124.15. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
it sucks when, you know, you think
Angeles Center. Kin Romeo Alpha.
the company that you want to follow are like the good guys, and then all of a sudden all what you consider like the bad guys
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey.
are heavily investing. They're like, great, that's you know, that's cool they're investing, but I'd rather they weren't. You know, and then he's got to go meet with these people and shake hands with them and rub elbows with them, and you know, next thing you know, he's going to become one of them, and that just sucks. I haven't seen anything new on. That's beautiful. I haven't seen anything new on Davos yet. Hustle Brothers says money always finds money. Yes, it does. But again, you know, some people to me are just evil. There, you know, there is evil. It can't be denied. Some people that get into business have just proven themselves to be evil. Evil. They don't care. So yeah, I know money finds money, but still trying to find any updated information on Davos, and I'm not. Twitter used to be so good. It used to be so good and so fast with every bit of information as fast as it can travel over the internet. And they've just really, again, they don't want us to know crap. That's the way I see it.
Ken Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810 contact Los Angeles Center on 119.05. Good day.
Right, roger that.
119.05 for Ken Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, Los Angeles Center. Radar contact. Continue to Zell.
Okay.
Ken Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 7, left approach via Foxtrot India, Mike transition. Cleared to Foxtrot India, Mike.
Again, the only thing I can find is like 59 minutes ago. Come on.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Please acknowledge.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 7 left approach via Foxtrot India Mike transition. Clear to Foxtrot India Mike. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Descend and maintain flight level 190.
Descend and maintain flight level 190. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
All right, why aren't you going? Why is altitude hold on?
Kin Romeo Alpha.
We'll be landing shortly. Please make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Acknowledge last transmission.
I think one of the biggest things that they need to work on, and they might be doing it, is there's so many different air traffic controllers
Romeo Alpha Whiskey 58.
as you travel around. You're constantly being bounced around from controller to controller to controller.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Flight level 255.
And it's a real pain in the ass. Constantly, especially...
Alpha Whiskey 5810, Los Angeles Center, radar contact. Continue to Foxtrot India Mike. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, contact.
See, there's our discontinuity
On 119.0.
coming up right here. It breaks and doesn't go to FIM. But you're constantly going back and forth between air traffic controllers. And that's one of the things I hope that in the future they've been talking about automated systems.
Alpha Whiskey 5810 is at flight level 240, descending flight level 190.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, Los Angeles Center. Radar contact. Continue to Foxtrot India Mike.
I've got a chat. Somebody in the chat room. Shadow Ski donates. Are I on VATSIM? I am not on VATSIM. I would like to get that say intention so I can learn how to speak air traffic controller maybe this year, but it's very intimidating. I know I need to just get into it and do it. VATSIM seems a little bit like jumping into the deep end, because you're working with real people actually controlling the virtual airwaves. We're saying intentions, it's an AI. And I heard it's getting pretty good. Everybody's like, Kinneas, you gotta get it, say intentions. Stop being a dork. Learn how to speak air traffic control. Bite the bullet. Okay, 20,000 feet. This is the waypoint I added in, because again, it always seems to me that when they bring me down for landing, I just gotta like dive too fast, and I don't like it. See if I can go right to here. Nope. Okay, that's out of there. So let's go to FIM and see if we can execute FIM. Clear. Okay. Okay. Executing to FIM. See if it takes it and turns us. Not turning. All right, well, let's do a manual course setting then. All right. Hey, if anybody, Twitter's sucking these days. Again, we can't, it used to be instant. As soon as news was moving across the world, that's what made it so incredible. Is the news moving on Twitter could beat the news anywhere in the world. It could move that fast. And in some cases, I'm sure it still does, but it doesn't seem that way much anymore. So I don't have any updated information on Davos. There was a strange smell. People were coughing. People were saying, get the president out of there. So I don't know what's going on. So if you have any updated information, please let me know. I don't have anything. It's a drag. Yeah, and big shout out to all the folks that I'm following on Twitter, especially the ones that are helping me understand investing these days. Big shout out to the Hustle Brothers. And the new gal that I'm following, a reporter, her name is Molly O'Shea. And she was the one who recently did the interview with Archer. And it was fantastic. It was cool. They threw Molly into a helicopter simulator, which is exactly kind of what I was doing last week. I've been doing helicopter career missions. And I'm like, man, compared to a helicopter, once you jump into the Archer or the Joby, you completely understand how amazing it is and why they make helicopters cry. And that's exactly what they did. They put Molly into a helicopter simulator, and then they threw her into the Archer simulator. Brilliant. What are we supposed to come down to? I think we're supposed to come down to 6,000. Gymno is... What? That's not right. Ben is 11,000. No, Walker's 6,000.
Kin Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810, contact Los Angeles Center on 135.5. Good day.
135.5.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, Los Angeles Center, radar contact. Continue to Foxtrot India Mike.
They might yell at me. I'm going to start coming down to 11. Because that's what it says on my chart. But they may not have wanted me to come down at this point. So we'll see what they say. So thank you for the question. Please, if I'm not following you on YouTube, please say hi in the chat room. Just say hi or anything. Make a mark. Anything. Put a period, put a smiley face, drop an emoji, whatever. What it does is when your name is in the chat room, it gives me 3 little dots right next to your name. And that allows me to go to channel. I can immediately go to your channel and hit subscribe and follow you back. If you follow me, sometimes it takes a while for it to show up that somebody's subscribing to me, and then I try to follow everybody who's following me. So if I'm not following you and you're sitting there in the chat room or sitting there watching at the moment, please just drop a period, drop anything, and I will follow you. One moment, please. I have a call coming in. So far, air traffic control hasn't said much. There it goes, back on course now that we've gotten over to it. I don't know why Boeing does that. So again, it doesn't, like if I just tell it, go to autopilot, it doesn't, with like traditional aircraft, it doesn't just try to make the nearest path to the vector it's supposed to be on. You have to be within like 500 feet of the vector, and then it kicks in. L now, let's do B now. When I hit that VNav, it turned off my descent. So let me do that again. Pardon me again, I'm very, very rusty. It's been several months since I've flown one of the biggin planes. And, yeah, and if you don't use it all the time, you lose it. Who didn't I not say hello to today? I said hello to Bob. He's my favorite. And Benny. And Hustle Brothers. And Goat Gaines. And Archer Defense. Archer Daily. The bigwigs at Archer Central. Bigwigs at Joby. eVTOL Buzz. eVTOL Community. Molly O'Shea. You make Twitter an interesting place for me these days. You really do. What a ride. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next couple of years. Again, I've never been an investor before. Not like I'm investing lots, but, you know, it'd be nice to have a little bit of pocket change for once. Money and I have never been friends. And that's just so sad. It really is. Well, good. They haven't said you've descended below your speed. Climb back up to blah, blah, blah. The Microsoft Earth Digital Twin is really a marvel unto itself. prior to the Microsoft Flight Simulator coming out, in the years that we thought it was dead and would never come back, it would cost you thousands of dollars to try to get some sort of semblance of a real world with halfway decent graphics. I remember $4,000, $5,000 for discs that you could get that tried to make the world look good. All right, to KLAX. Says we're supposed to be at 5,600 feet.
810 contact Los Angeles Center on 125.8. Good day.
125.8 for Kin Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810. Los Angeles Center, Kin Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810 is at 10,700 climbing flight, level 190.
Kin Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810, Los Angeles Center, altimeter 2992, radar contact, continue. Kin Romeo Alpha.
Yeah, I thought so.
10 contact SoCal approach on 127 decimal.
Supposed to be under 250 knots.
.4. Kin Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810. SoCal approach. Kin Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810.
And then after KLAX is Beckle,
100 climbing
2,600 feet. I just well set to 26.
Alpha Whiskey 5810. SoCal approach. Altimeter 2992. Radar contact. Continue.
We're at 2993. 2992. I'll be darned. Hey, I want to say thank you again. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you. Thank you for taking even a minute out of your day.
Alpha Whiskey 5810. Climb and maintain 8,000. Keep speed not above 210 knots.
Wow, 210. And 8,000 feet? That's not what my chart says, but whatever. I hate when they... I hate...
Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Did you copy?
Yeah. Not above 210.
Maintain 8,000. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Kin Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810.
Come on, let's go. Yeah, that's not what the chart's saying. The chart's saying we're right here. We should be making a descent and making our turn to the runway after KLAX. It says 6,000 feet. But whatever, air traffic control does what it wants. And you got to be flexible and just roll with it, baby. Okay, under 210. 7.4. Glad they actually slowed us down. It's always good. But yeah, the Earth Digital Twin is just a wonder to behold. If you don't think your house is in this thing, you are mistaken.
Alpha Whiskey 5810. Descend and maintain 7,100.
And then they do things like that. Have you climb and then immediately drop you back down.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Did you copy?
I did.
Maintain present altitude. Kin Romeo Alpha.
But then the next
810.
But then the next spot was supposed to be at 5.6. Killy. Yeah, in like 1 mile, we're supposed to be at 5.6.
Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Contact Los Angeles Tower on 134.75 when inbound on the approach.
We're inbound.
Tower on 134.75. Kin Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
It's a little early, but I get paranoid. I forget to do things, so I'll go ahead and drop the gear now. And let me set this over to approach. Hopefully the proper ILS now is set, and let me go ahead and put it onto approach. It says we're too high. 1,800 feet. Son of a gun. Beckel is 2,600. Where's my chart? What's the point? Turka. Beckel 2,600 feet. Turka 1,800 feet. Okay, approach is taken. There's our diamond. Our diamond should be coming back up. But either way, approach is on now. It should be handling the descent.
March Airport Information Oscar, 2200 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 15. Dew point, 1 tree. Altimeter, 299er2. ILS Yankee runway, tree 2 in use. Landing and departing runway, tree 2. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Oscar. March Airport Information Papa, 2200 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 15. Dew point, 1 tree. Altimeter, 299er2. ILS Yankee runway, tree 2 in use. Landing and departing runway, tree 2. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Papa.
Okay.
March Airport Information Papa, 2200 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility, 9er.
How did we get put onto that frequency?
Clear.
We got put onto their ATIS.
15. Dew point, 1 tree. Altimeter.
It's not what I need to be hearing coming in for a landing. Okay. I don't know if my, been a while. I haven't double checked to make sure that my, speed brake or my spoiler basically, or my reverse thrust is working properly. So this might be an interesting landing. As soon as we touch down, or close to, I need to engage the speed brake here. And then once we go to neutral, I need to try to make sure that the reverse thrust engages. So this should be fun. Welcome to LA, folks. And pretty much right across the street from this airport, pretty much in a, I don't know, like 10 degrees at the end of this runway, right across the street is Hawthorne Airport. And that is the home of Archer Aviation and SpaceX and Surf Air Mobility.
500.
Look a little off. Come on, you.
400. 300. 200.
Okay, disengaging the autopilot.
Approaching minimums. 50. 40.
Speed brake.
20.
Up, pull up, 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 up. See if I can get the reverse thrust in. No. Come on, you. No. Come on, you. No. There we go. No, it disengaged on me. Come on. Well, it looks like we're not going to need it. So I'm going to have to go back in and reconfigure, because again, once we're here in neutral, all I'm supposed to do is hit one button, and that should throw it into reverse. Let's disengage the spoiler. So that's... Oh, I see. The button assignment changed. That's how it's supposed to work, like this. Well, maybe. Come on. Now it's not working. You temperamental thing. What you're supposed to see when I press the button is these two things are supposed to pop up and allow me to throw it into reverse thrust. That's the way it's supposed to operate. Now it doesn't want to disengage. Okay. Well, that wasn't a bad touchdown. It was nice to get a little bit of airliner flying practice in. Again, it's been several months. I was on, I meant to take a short vacation in life, you know. A short vacation away turned into a very long vacation away from flight simming. That's just life, you know. And so, yeah, I was pretty nervous about today's flight. And if you saw the start of this mortifying live stream, Lord, something went wrong on my first attempt to take off and put us in the water. I don't know how in the heck I managed to do that. I have to recalibrate the joystick too. Noticing it's just like a bear to get it to turn. It does like the range of motion. So work to be done, work to be done.
Whiskey 5810, taxi to parking.
We're just gonna move ahead. Call it a day. Well, at least we didn't crash on that, on the landing. So, again, I'm pleased about that. That's a win. And again, if you're thinking to yourself, this isn't flying, this is all just casual simulated arcade stuff. Again, folks, it just depends on what you...
Please acknowledge.
Right. It's what you want to put into the simulator, you'll get out of it. If you want it to be all real world... I mean, training, hardcore, by the book, real world. This simulator will let you do it. Again, what you put into it, you can get out of it. You know, for these live streams, you know, I'm just looking to get in here, chat with you for a bit, have a good time. So I don't want to stress about all the real world procedures all the time. You know, sometimes that's not a lot of fun. But in the checklists, yes, for that crash. Oh, they took a lot of reputation away. See my Hellfire Club shirt from Stranger Things? The Stranger Things activities were pretty fun. I'm an old school D&D player, so I enjoy that. So yeah, and then they make certain aircraft are available in the simulator that are way above and beyond. So you can, you know, they're like study level aircraft where almost everything works. But as far as if you were to open up a flight training manual and then come into the simulator and try to practice everything you want to really learn about flying, you can learn it. You can practice it. Again, what you put into it and what you want to get out of it, you'll get out of it. So if training is, you know, just hardcore training is your thing, this isn't a game. I mean, you can simplify it down to be very casual. But it is no joke one of the greatest simulators available. And as far as I know, Boeing, I think, entered an agreement with Microsoft for training. It's that good. It really is. Okay, so probably tomorrow we might get back to the helicopter stuff. I'm not really certain. It says we unlocked something. But I pretty much unlocked all of the airliners or airplane stuff. So I have to do a couple more firefighter missions. 7 out of 10. Score firefighting airplane missions with an A or above. Then cargo transport. We need to do a bunch of these. Score cargo transport, medium missions with A or above. And then we can maybe unlock super heavy. So if you look at my certifications, you have to unlock every one of these and get, you know, pass an exam. So career mode's a trip. But I'm catching up now with all the helicopter stuff. And so I've been doing those. I recently unlocked hook endorsement, hoist endorsement, and on our way to unlocking the construction. And then we have a powered lift rating that's still locked. So I've been doing helicopters mostly. Okay. 3:42 in the afternoon. So that's going to do it for today. Yeah, and tomorrow I'm not really sure yet. Probably back to the helicopter stuff, or we'll tackle that firefighting one. Those are a lot of fun. you have any suggestions or things that you'd like to see, I know everybody really wants to see some more Archer and Joby flying. And those are the only real aircraft available. We don't have, as far as I know, I'd have to go look, but I don't think we have access or anybody is making any of the others yet. So there's no Beta, there's no Horizon. None of those eVTOLs are available for the simulator yet, but I'll double check on that. They added one the other day, but you have to buy it. And I'm poor. Let me show you in the marketplace. So let me type in eVTOL, see what we get. Really? They're calling this the Astro 1? That's the Jetson. And it's available for free. You can fly one just like it for free with the purchase of the simulator. I've been VTOL. See if we get anything. Yeah, this is the one they added the other day. And they're a private company still. They're not... These guys aren't public yet. Atea. They've got in-wing as well. So for $4.99, Ascendance Flight Technologies unveiled the Atea as their groundbreaking solution for the future of sustainable urban air mobility, marking a bold step forward in aviation innovation. This next-generation vertical takeoff and landing aircraft features a sleek carbon composite airframe, advanced aerodynamics, and a hybrid propulsion system that combines thermal and electric engines designed to reduce noise and emission. The Atea sets a new standard for sustainable flight. Seating up to 4 passengers in a range of 248 miles, the Atea offers versatility for urban and regional missions alike. The Atea's hybrid propulsion system ensures outstanding performance, reliability, and efficiency. Its panoramic canopy provides unparalleled visibility, while the intuitive avionics suite simplifies operation, making it ideal for modern air mobility applications. Whether navigating bustling cityscapes or exploring remote areas, the Atea redefines flight with its cutting-edge design and commitment to sustainability. As a visionary VTOL aircraft, the Atea delivers the promise of eco-friendly yada, 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 yada. Yada, yada, yada. So this company is they're real, but again, they're Ascendance Flight Technologies. When I went to go look them up, they're not public yet. But it is gorgeous. Unlike Hover or Horizon, which has like slats that hide the fans, these are built right into the wing as well. There's no covering them. Do we have any other photos? It's very Tron looking. So who knows how big these guys are going to shake things up when they jump on the scene. Right now, Dark Horse. There's still 2 joysticks, but they're simplifying a little bit more than Joby and Archer. I don't know why they still want to go with the 2. I don't see rudder pedals, though. That's what I was saying with Molly. I wish they would have given her a 1 joystick setup. We're all used to 1 joystick setups in the last generation of being gamers. So why they want to go with this 2 joystick setup plus rudder pedals? You're making it more complex than it needs to be. You can do everything with the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro. Anyway, if you're interested in the Atea, it's available in the marketplace. And again, I'll research to find out if Horizon, Beta, and the others are going to have a simulator version for us to check out. All right, folks. Again, really appreciate you tuning in today. You will have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You made today a wonderful day. Do. Can't thank you enough, really, truly. Probably made this the best day of streaming I've had in a while. I'm going to leave it on black screen for a minute. You know, at the end, they have those other screens that come up to recommend what else is, other videos you can pick. It's kind of hard to see them on anything other than a black background. So I'm going to leave this up for like 30 seconds and then switch it off. Grab my coffee. Cheers. Here's to you. Here's to all of us. I got my fingers crossed.